Hello and welcome back to the Global Goals Studio. UN Secretary General Guterres has spoken to the importance of faith-based organizations in realizing the SDGs: religion, gender equality, peace, and security, all recognized as key elements for achieving the goals by 2030.
For more on these issues, we are honored to have with us Sister Winifred Doherty of the Sisters of the Good Shepherd. Sister Doherty serves the congregation at the United Nations, where she works with other NGOs and, of course, UN agencies in addressing policy issues. Also with us is Blessing Omakwu of Nigeria, founder of the She Tank, a think tank supporting the realization of equality for the women of Africa. Sister Doherty, if I could start with you, is there a unique role for religious organizations in making the sustainable goals a reality?
Good afternoon to everybody, and I'm delighted to be on this panel. And yes, faith-based organizations and religious sisters like myself, we certainly have a huge role in implementing the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And from my perspective, I usually address issues of gender and issues of poverty eradication. Those would be my two big areas. But my colleagues who are with me at the United Nations, they would address many other areas: peace and security, as you mentioned, the whole issue around environmental degradation and wanting to mitigate climate change, and even some would follow the whole issues of security and peace.
Blessing Omakwu, you founded the She Tank to support gender equality for women of African descent. What challenges do activists like yourself face as you all try to strive to achieve gender equality within the religious domain?
Thank you, Chika, for your question. When you think about, first of all, just the role of faith-based organizations, faith actors have been doing the work of development long before we even had words like the United Nations or global development, thinking about who takes care of the sick, who educates girls. Sister Winifred, you probably know the role of the Catholic Church in educating girls for centuries. But one of the challenges that I've seen in my work is around mental mindsets, social norms around gender. For example, working in Nigeria, the Gender Equality and Equal Opportunities Bill that was it's been tried to pass for the past 10 years. Activists have tried to get this bill to pass. And when it got to the floor in the National Assembly, religion was brought up, where legislators said, we cannot pass this because it goes against our religion. And a lot of times it's the abuse of religion, not religion itself, but the misinterpretation of religious texts, misinterpretation of religious beliefs that are used to suppress women. And so I'm really thinking about these days, how do we work with people, gender equality theologians, who can really allow us to begin to interpret laws, to interpret scriptures in ways that empower women and girls.
Well, as a Nigerian myself, I'm very familiar with the bill that you're referring to. Please stay with us, ladies. We'll be back in a moment here on the Global Goals Studio.
This year, teachers are learning new ways to teach. Parents are learning to lesson plan, and young minds are learning a new normal. This year, we are all students. At Verizon, we're enabling the education that students deserve. With credentialed teacher training, free lesson plans for parents, and tech-enabled solutions for schools nationwide, it's Citizen Verizon in action, our plan for economic, environmental, and social advancement.